Today I'm in the kitchen because I thought I've got to make cheese sauce, which means whisking over the stove for a while, and I always ramble in videos. So I thought what I'd do is I'd make the cheese sauce, make the video at the same time. It's this free and easy stuff. You can't see it. Yeah, if you don't eat dairy, it's a really good one. And I'm using soy milk as well. So, right, there we go. So yesterday I talked about therapy. And I hope this isn't too loud. I might just talk up a bit. So yesterday I talked about therapy and how that's working. So I thought I'd talk about something that was suggested in therapy and which I found really useful. So I'm really into Japanese culture. More so in the last couple of years. I've always kind of been interested, but never really found any ways to watch what I wanted, or I've never really been, I don't know why I'm whispering like this is a secret, I've never really been into Studio Ghibli. I have tried. I really like the look of it, but I've never really been into the films. So, I like the game that they brought out called Ni no Kuni, if you haven't heard of that. Anyway, the point is, see, gone off on a tangent even though I'm making sauce. It's really helped me getting into Japanese culture more seriously, seems like the wrong word. Anyway, I found anime I liked, found manga that was translated that I liked. It was quite hard to find. There's like, someone said the other day, there's like a tenth of all the manga that's written that gets translated. But they're out on official fan translation sites you can find, and there's some things I found that aren't not overly popular but I really like. Anyway, the point of all this is, I found that really helpful. It gives me something to focus on. It got me back into writing. It focused my art as well. It meant I could do my graphic novel in a roundabout way. It's given me a daily thing to do. I learn Japanese every day now. I like learning about the Japanese culture and the problems there are in it, as well as the good things. And learning about the problems kind of gives me something to avoid in a way. Anyway, I also like the whole like fleeting beauty of things and how that's okay. It's okay to lose things. That's quite a hard thing for me to come to terms with. As I mentioned yesterday, I have this fear of abandonment. I've had a lot of friends in the past who I don't speak to anymore. And some of them I know why and some of them I don't. And I think a lot of it is just life and how people grow apart. That's always been really hard for me. So yeah. So something that my counsellor suggested was, I also find it hard to be nice to myself. So she suggested using little tags and writing little notes with my achievements on it. So each day, no matter how small the achievement, hence the small tags, I can write them on a little tag and then tie them to a tree. That was her a thought she had, because of Japanese culture. I believe at New Year people make wishes and tie them onto wind chimes and trees in the temples for luck for the new year. Anyway, she suggested I did this. I tried buying a fake cherry blossom tree. It didn't quite work. So I bought myself a small jewellery tree. I got all my cards that I've got hanging around and made tags. Oh, it's thickening up now. Yeah, made tags, put string on them all. And then every day I try and write something on them. I usually put the date on. And at first, it feels kind of pointless because you're like, well, it's just a very small achievement. It's a very small thing. It's a small tag and it's a big tree and it doesn't look like anything. But then as you write more on and hang them on the tree, you can look at it and remind yourself how far you've come. But as each small achievement gets added to the others, it builds up on the tree and it shows how all the small achievements build up to make a big difference. There's now this tree's kind of covered in all these little tags and they are very small achievements, like left the house today, or didn't have a drink although I really wanted one, or texted my dad, which shouldn't be an achievement, but I just find it hard to reach out to anybody some days. So I'm like, right, or use the telephone. That was one the other week, because I also hate using the phone. I was just about to make the lasagna, but I've put the phone on the lasagna box, so I can't. Never mind. I need to finish talking anyway. So the point is that we all know that very small achievements they all build up to create big achievements, make big changes. But if you're a very visual person like me, you might need a visual reminder of that. So have a think about what might work for you. Like some people have a jar and they write their achievements on it and put them in jars. I've seen that around a lot. Or another thing I thought about doing was writing an achievement on a strip of paper and then folding each paper into a star and then dropping all the stars into a jar and watching it fill up over the year. So that's another thing you can do. Oh, I've got some peas. Or, I don't know, add coloured liquid or coloured sand to a jar and watch it build up over the days. Someone I know, although she uses it in a different way, she was crocheting a square with her colour, with different colours for her mood, or knitting a row or something. She made a big blanket and it was like her mood for the whole year. So you know, that might be something to do, like watch your achievements build in a visual way, using knitting or crochet or, I don't know, matchstick building. I'm just trying to think of things that are kind of creative and visual, as well as, I always have trouble with like meditation or, as you can see here, doing one thing at once. I find that quite difficult because there's too much going on. So if you have a visual thing that reminds you of something, that's also psychologically proven. It creates synapse connections in your brain. And if you create a strong enough connection, then you will, you know, it will retrain your brain. I really am rambling now. Right, I'm going to make this lasagna, but let me know if there's any ideas you have for different visual representations of your achievements, and give me things you might want me to talk about, because I'm quite enjoying doing this and I don't want to stop. So give me a reason to carry on. Okay, bye.